Okay, so once again, we left ourselves with no drive for this fight, just to try and show a good example.
What's that for?
We're basically just gonna start off with that. So what we're going for here, unfortunately I was a little slow because I wasn't expecting him to retaliate that quickly. So when he does the get out of my way, what we're going to do, instead of doing counter guard for this, we're going to wait for him to attack. I'm going to hopefully initiate it again here shortly. But when he goes to slam down, we're going to jump up as he's starting to slam down and begin a full air combo on him, which will deal out a lot of damage, and realistically we can follow up with a bunch of air combos from there until he retaliates, because we'll clank off of him more than likely or get knocked up, and that's perfectly fine. Just as long as you kind of time everything, you can come back to doing another air combo without any interruptions. So hopefully in this next room we'll get a good example here. Yep, so there we go. He's gonna jump up. And just like that, what I just did there with jumping over in straight into that air combo is what you're looking to do if you want to do it without counter guard. It's a bit more consistent because you don't have to worry about accidentally falling into a small loop with Pete doing the get out of the way, but you just got to be very careful with your timing.
How about a change? How about a change?
And you can, if you know he's super close to this threshold and you're far away, you can just do a couple blizzards, and it'll put him into the final threshold. But there we go. That's the other rendition of doing like the air combo situation without using counter guard. Like I said, it is honestly more consistent because you have less risk of falling into a mini loop, like I mentioned with doing counter guard on Pete. The downside to it is you have to be careful with your timing, because if you try and go too soon, you're going to clank off Pete, or you're going to get hit by his smash, or if you go too late, you're going to get hit by his smash. As you're starting your combo at that point, it's gonna be completely useless. So just keep that in mind if you're going to do the air combo on him during the retaliation at that point. But again, these two strats that I just showed are basically just like a nice backup if you don't have any drive at all for Pete, or you had to use your drive recovery back in Beast Castle. Because Timeless River, if you're not careful without being able to do Valor Form the entire fight, it can be a pretty long fight and eat up a lot of time. So at least doing these two strats, either the counter guard or doing the air combo on Pete, will allow you to minimize that time loss, or even be able to get you a time save or potential gold, depending on where you're at in your time for TR.